The bang shook the house. Laughter froze. Forks clattered against plates. The front door slammed open, wind rushing in like a warning. My father's grin faltered for the first time all night. 5 minutes earlier, he'd leaned back in his chair, smug and unashamed, and said the words that cracked something inside me. We needed it more. My account, my savings, gone. Drained by blood I once trusted. I trembled, not from fear, but from control. My hand brushed the strap of my bag. My voice was steady, cold. Then you won't mind what's coming next. They laughed. My brothers, my uncles, even my father. They thought I was bluffing. They didn't hear the engines outside. It wasn't always like this. I grew up believing in them, believing family was fortress, unbreakable. My father worked long hours, my uncles helped raise me. My cousins were brothers, not rivals. Or so I thought. They taught me to trust, to share, to believe in the bond of blood. Every holiday was firelight and stories, every reunion a reminder that we were one. I clung to that illusion longer than I should have. The cracks began small. An uncle who always asked for loans but never repaid. A cousin who used my credit card just until payday. A father who told me saving was selfish when the family needed cash. I ignored it, told myself it was temporary, that love meant sacrifice. Until last night, when the numbers on my banking app dissolved into zeros. Months of work, years of restraint. Every cent I'd saved to build my own life, gone. And the trail was obvious. Transfers marked with names I knew too well. Family. Grief lasted minutes, rage hours. Then came clarity. I didn't scream, didn't confront them immediately. I let them gather for the reunion, plates piled with food bought from my labor. I watched them drink, laugh, toast each other with my stolen future. And I planned. Because if they wanted to strip me of everything, they'd learn the cost of underestimating me. My father always underestimated silence. He thought restraint meant weakness. He never noticed the documents I carried in my bag. Never suspected I'd spoken to lawyers weeks ago when I first sensed something wrong. Or that I'd gone further. Property records, tax filings, old arrangements they thought buried. My father's secret accounts, my uncle's debts, my cousin's fraud. I didn't just protect myself. I dug until I held every thread of their lies in my hands. So when I said, "Then you won't mind what's coming next," I wasn't threatening. I was announcing. The bang at the door wasn't a storm. It was law enforcement. The result of the calls I made, the files I delivered. The living room erupted into chaos. My uncles shouted, my cousins cursed, chairs scraping against the floor. My father's voice rose above them all. "You wouldn't dare!" But I already had. Officers stepped inside, warrants in hand. My bag sat heavy on my shoulder, not with clothes, but with evidence. Every lie, every theft, cataloged, time-stamped, and delivered. I didn't move as they read charges, didn't blink when my cousins pleaded, didn't flinch when my uncles were pulled from their seats. I only watched my father. He stood frozen, his face drained of color. He wasn't worried for them. He was calculating, realizing how much I knew, how much I'd uncovered. And when the officer read his name, his crimes, his accounts, I finally saw it. Fear. He turned to me then, eyes burning, mouth trembling. "You're destroying your family!" My voice was low, sharp. "No, you did. Because family doesn't steal futures. Family doesn't drain their own dry. And family doesn't laugh when they bleed you out." The house was quiet when the last door shut behind them. Quiet except for the ticking of a clock and the echo of everything that had just collapsed. For years, I thought I owed them everything. Tonight, I learned I owed them nothing. I walked to the table, untouched food still steaming, poured myself a glass of water, sat in my father's empty chair, and I finally felt free. They thought betrayal would break me. Instead, it built me into something sharper. They thought draining my account would end me. Instead, it emptied theirs. The inheritance I carry now isn't money. It's clarity, a clean slate scorched from ash. And as I stared at the quiet house, I whispered the truth they never saw coming. You took everything, and gave me everything I needed to end you.